Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hi, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you're back, welcome back. You guys, welcome to Drills and Chills Week 3. If you are brand new and you're not sure what I'm talking about, Drills and Chills is a crafting and diamond painting community event that centers around all things fall and Halloween and spooky and villains and all of those fun things. It is not too late to join in if you'd like to find out more and jump in with us in this diamond painting event. I will link to the playlist below. I would love for you to check out the announcement video, which includes all of the information, answers just about all of your questions. And I also encourage you to join our Facebook group that's dedicated to this event and is actually partnering with our sister event, the Festival of Witches, which is run by my dear friend Lindsay over at Emeralds and Fairy Lights. But you guys, in these weekly videos, I like to touch on a variety of different topics and things that I think you guys will enjoy. I have some weekly prizes to give away, including announcing the winners from last week's. So if you're here just for that, you're gonna have to stay tuned just a little bit longer. But yes, you guys, I am really excited for this week's video. So I thought that the timing ended up working out perfectly because I had ordered this project actually a little while back, and it came in and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect to share with you guys for Drills and Chills, especially because this is one of those community events that I feel like draws in a lot of newer diamond painters, and I think this is a really fun time to talk about things that maybe you guys haven't heard of before. In this video, you're going to be hearing about something called a cross-stitch conversion to a diamond painting on a blank canvas. Now, many of you may have seen, I have a playlist dedicated to a different cross-stitch conversion project that I'm working on. So if you've been around for a while, you may have seen it. And there are other fabulous creators, including Lindsay at Emeralds and Fairy Lights, that have worked on projects like these as well. But I'm going to go ahead and share again with you. And this is also going to serve as an unboxing of this particular project. Now, if you're looking at this screen, you've already seen what this particular project is. So stick with me. If this sounds confusing, I'm going to try to make it really simple and at least digestible for you guys. So what this is taking a cross-stitch pattern, a licensed cross-stitch pattern preferably, and you can actually convert those into diamond paintings. This is a really fun way to tap into a huge well of artwork, including some artwork that I know that many of us really love and are really bummed maybe that we missed out on if we came into diamond painting a little bit later in the game. And that is the panels that are by the one and only Mandy Manzano. She has a variety of different princesses and villains from a genre that many of us know well. And she, the artist, Mandy Manzano, has licensed her artwork to the shop Creatively Stitching on Etsy as cross-stitch patterns. And so it has become really popular and is a really fun way to get to work on these as diamond paintings, to purchase the cross-stitch chart from Creatively Stitching, and then go and source your materials, including your blank canvas and your diamonds, from another shop. There's actually a shop in the community that has made this so incredibly easy. So easy, and is actually one of our sponsors for Drills and Chills, and that is Jaded Gem Shop. Jaded Gem Shop, I feel like at this point basically specializes in doing these princess and villain panels from Creatively Stitching, where you can just get a bundle deal from her that has the canvas and the diamonds, and you do have to purchase the chart yourself from Creatively Stitching. So there are a couple of different places that you have to make purchases. From Jaded Gem Shop gets you your materials, Creatively Stitching gets you your cross-stitch chart. And what's really fun is that Creatively Stitching has a huge variety of Mandy Manzano's artwork, including tons like this one that were never released as a prepackaged diamond painting, like from another company, if you know what I mean. So this that I decided to work on is Loki, and he would qualify for Drills and Chills because he is a villain, and we kind of include different movie villains in this in this event. Those totally count. So this is the digital rendering of the piece. And when you buy your chart, now don't freak out, because this might look really intimidating and scary when you first look at it. It's going to come with some floss usage information. Floss is like what they use in cross stitch. You don't need to do anything with this if you are just going to order from Jaded Gem Shop. All you have to do is tell her which of the specific panels you're getting from Creatively Stitching. She will do all the work for you. You don't have to worry about any of this, okay? So don't panic. This just tells you all your colors. This is going to have like, I think 80 something colors. I didn't actually count it, but that's okay. And then I cannot show you much of the pattern because it is copyrighted, but I will show you just a tiny corner of it so you can see it's printed with symbols. And there's a couple of ways you can do this. You guys, you can read off of a paper pattern and match up the symbols with this symbol on here and pull the color and then place the diamonds. You have to do some counting. So if you've done counted cross stitch before, that makes this really easy. How I like to work on cross stitch conversion projects, however, is I have a tablet that I have the app Pattern Keeper on. It is a really, really well-known app that many cross-stitchers use. And if you want a little bit more in-depth explanation about what that is, I'm going to point you to my playlist on my other cross-stitch conversion project where I dive into that a little bit more. But I use that, and then it's all digital. It is so simple. I highly recommend it. You guys, I know that this probably feels very overwhelming, but I want to encourage you to stick with it. Stick with me here. There's, like I said, a huge well of untapped artwork that you can use. So that is the specific pattern that I'm going to be working on. And all I did, like I said, is I contacted Jade and said, hey Jade, I'm going to get the Loki panel from Creatively Stitching. Can I get my canvas and my diamonds from you? She said, absolutely. If you take a look on her website, in her listings, she'll have all of the information that you need as far as what the turnaround time is and all of that. So before I keep blabbing your ear off, let me show you what I have in here. I did go ahead and open this up ahead of time because I wanted to make sure that this was going to open up okay. She does package it with the extra, bubble here to keep it well padded. She also offers an option of a kit up service. So either you're going to get, if you decide to order from her and not get your diamonds kitted up, there's my canvas. They will just come in baggies. I think heat sealed baggies. I decided that I wanted to try out her kitting up service after seeing Lindsay get hers kitted up from Jade. And so I was able to pick out she has a couple different storage container options. And I decided to pick out, these are some 1x1s. She has I think Harbor Freight and Elizabeth Ward and a lot of the popular ones. You can see what her options are on there, but I wanted to try these ones out. There's something else in here. And she kitted up my diamonds for me. I'll open these up and show you in just a bit. But first, so I have 4 containers of these. She went ahead and put stickers on them. You can see my Loki artwork on there. She included some extra goodies in here, including, some ABs. And you know what? These ABs will totally match my kit. Look, I have some black ABs, some green ABs, and some yellow ABs. How perfect is that? And then she included some candy, which she just wanted to get some cream saver style candy. So that's really fun. So yay for extra goodies. I don't believe that she includes toolkits with the cross stitch conversion projects. I think probably because she's assuming that if you're buying a cross stitch conversion project, you are not a beginner. You probably already have plenty of tools. So I got my blank canvas from her and she rolled it up. You can see all of her branding, Jaded Gem Shop. She does have a YouTube channel. And this is the size. So it's 36 centimeters by 108 centimeters, which the conversion for that, if you're curious, if you look on here and you see the grid size, 144 by 432, you just divide that by 4 or multiply it times 0.25. That's literally the same math, you guys. And that, I believe, tells you the size. But the nice thing is you don't have to do that math. If you're ordering from Jade, you just tell her, hey, this is the chart I'm getting from Creatively Stitching, and she'll do it for you. Now, she also can help you out. You don't have to get one of the panels from Creatively Stitching. You don't even have to order specifically from Creatively Stitching. You can get cross-stitch patterns from places like Heaven and Earth Designs. They have a huge selection and a ton of artwork that would totally qualify for Drills and Chills, and it's all licensed, which is even better. And there are other Etsy shops that have cross-stitch patterns from artists and stuff like that that are licensed. So as long as there is a stitch count available, Jade can do it for you, and she can do the work for you too. So she has rolled up this canvas. It is poured glue, and you guys, this is just gonna be totally the size of a panel, like any of those princess panels that we know and love. It is a blank canvas. You can see that there's a grid. You can actually tell through the camera, you can see kind of these grid lines going through, and that breaks these down into squares of 10 by 10. That makes it so much easier to work on, because even the cross stitch charts themselves, both in Pattern Keeper and on the paper chart, you can see that they're broken up into tens. You know what I mean? So that helps. But yeah, here's my whole panel. Her canvas material is really, really nice. It's gonna be big. Obviously, it's gonna be big, 108 centimeters tall and 36 centimeters wide. But you know what? That's totally doable, you guys. It's totally doable. Some of these cross-stitch patterns, when you turn them into diamond paintings, end up being really huge. See my other project, cross-stitch conversion project I'm working on. It's enormous. But this looks really, really nice. Like I said, she uses poured glue. If you get a cross-stitch conversion project, you're gonna have to get square diamonds. I guess you could use rounds, but really you wanna use squares. The main reason for this is because we have this blank white background. If you were to try to put down round diamonds on a white background, you're going to see that white around the white, or sorry, the white around the round drills. Square drills are going to totally cover that up. So yeah, that's definitely the way to go. This seems like a really nice canvas. Like I said, I love that it's poured glue. It rolled up really nicely. It feels nice on the back. This is going to be really, really nice to work with. And then I have all my diamonds, and I used, like I said, her Kit Up service. Now I do have to tell you guys that I did have to briefly pause here, because when I went to open up these diamonds, I noticed that a couple of the containers had popped open. I've already talked to Jade about it. She got a faulty batch of these 1x1 containers. So I was going through and just sorting them out. Now she did say, because if you get her Kit Up service, you are covered under spill protection and that sort of thing. So she was like, Katie, you don't have to do anything. I'll just send you whatever DMCs you need to that like popped open. I was like, no. I personally, like, it's therapeutic for me to sort through, and I want to reduce plastic waste. But she kept insisting. She's like, Katie, it's included like with the Kit Up service. Like any spill and mix up coverage, I'll get you new drills. And I was like, it's fine. I figured it out. There's still a couple here. I actually didn't go through and clean out this container yet, but that's completely fine. But you guys, you can see she went ahead and she put a label on here. So it has the symbol, which this is not a good example because that's just an empty square. But like, this is the symbol for that particular DMC color. It's a white X. So that's how it's going to show up on the cross stitch chart, is that symbol on the left. Then we have right next to it, that's the actual color of the diamond. This number is the DMC. So this is DMC 317. And then this number is the number of diamonds, or the number of stitches that are on the chart in that color. And when I was tidying up the ones that spilled, I did indeed confirm that she includes plenty of extra. And if I were to run out, she would send me more. That's included no matter what. So these are these little 1x1 containers that have these like individual boxes that pop open. And she puts that foam on there to help keep it packed well. And yeah, so there were 4 of these in total. I'll show you this one as well. Oh, this one is, yeah, this is one of the ones, actually not this one, that I had to tape over because it popped open. Like I said, she was like, I'm so sorry, I got a faulty batch. She has amazing customer service. She is going to take care of you if you run into any issues. Yeah, see, this one popped open as well. But I've heard good things about these when it's not a faulty batch. I know that Lindsay did got this Kit Up service with these containers and loves them. So this is super convenient because, you guys, a lot of times kitting up just takes a lot of time, and this is an extra charge. You do pay additionally for the Kit Up service. So it is a luxury And it takes jade time to do. It'll actually add a couple of weeks to your turnaround time if you add on a kit up service. But I just love that, like, now this is just all kitted up and ready to go. You can see, again, here's a good example as well. Here's the symbol, here's the color, here's the DMC. And there's only 2 of this color on the whole chart. And you could tell if you look in here, there's like 10 in there. So I have plenty. Jade uses resin drills. I completed one of her kits. It wasn't a cross stitch conversion. It was just a regular diamond painting kit from her called Asleep. And you guys, I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I will link to that post review down in the description box if you want to see like just the evidence of how high a quality she offers. Now, before I go any further, chatting about Jade and this unboxing, it's time for a little break and a little prize giveaway time and sponsor time. So first, I have to say that I could not, like literally could not make Drills and Chills happen without the help of our amazing sponsors. I have the privilege of getting to partner with a number of different small shops and businesses in our community to do weekly giveaways for you guys. I have some amazing, incredible grand prize packages to give away to you guys at the end of the event as well. And I want to share just my undying gratitude to our sponsors for making Drills and Chills happen, quite literally. So I have a list below. Actually, it's a Google Doc that has a list of our sponsors and the different special things that they're offering for Drills and Chills. Some of them are offering some amazing discounts and coupon codes. Some have dedicated like Drills and Chills themed collections, including Jaded Gem Shop has a whole Drills and Chills section on her website of prepackaged kits. And some are offering like themed accessories and goodies that you can shop from as well throughout the event. So please take a look at that doc and be sure to check out these different shops on social media as well. That's a really good way to support small shops if you're not necessarily able to make a purchase or looking to make a purchase right now. That's still a really easy and free way to support small businesses in our community, which often they are just 1 or 2 person or small family owned businesses, crafters just like us that are just wanting to share their talents. And I feel like make our whole crafting and diamond painting experience that much more magical. So the least we could do is be like, yeah, I'll show you some love. Anyway, let me start first with announcing the winners for the week 2 prizes. So I gave away 3 prizes last week and there were instructions on that video on how to enter. So the first prize that I had to give away from last week is a $10 gift card from Bella Art to Nicole that has been donated. So thank you, Bella Art to Nicole. And the winner of this prize is... take a quick look at the screen. Yay, congratulations. Be sure to keep an eye on your email. That's where I'll be getting in touch with you to make sure I get your prize over to you. Our second winner, or our second prize that I was giving away is a kit, a diamond painting kit that has been donated by Crystal Canvas Art Designs, another one of our sponsors. So the winner of this prize from week 2 is, look at the screen. Congratulations to you as well. Be sure to keep an eye on your email. And then finally, the third prize I gave away last week is a pack of goodies from Randa's Crafty Corner. And the winner of this prize is, take a look at the screen. Congratulations. Those 3 winners, like I said, keep an eye on your email. I'm going to verify your info and double check everything on the weekly form so that I make sure I am getting these prizes to the right people. So congrats to those winners. Now let me talk about this week's prizes and the sponsors for this week as well. So I have 3 prizes to give away again. The first that I have to give away is a $15 gift card for DP with Sparklers. And they've donated a few different gift cards for me to give away throughout the course of the event. A huge thank you to Tima, or Tina, the owner of DP with Sparklers. She has not only donated gift cards for the event, but also has made a discount code available for us to use during the event. If you use the code DRILLS10 in the coupon code box at checkout, you will save 10% off your purchase, and that's good through the end of the event, so October 31st. DP with Sparklers has an amazing, unparalleled variety of specialty enhancement drills, sparklers, ABs, crystals, glow-in-the-dark, quad cubes, like some special shape drills. They also have some licensed diamond painting kits, which I think is amazing. So be sure to go and check them out. That's the first prize I have to give away. The second is a set of Muni Minders. These have been donated by Muni Made, who is maybe more well known for making amazing 3D printed diamond painting trays. They're some of my personal favorites in a huge variety of colors. They do tend to sell out very, very quickly. So I recommend following her on Twitter for shop restock notifications. I'll link to that below. But Munimate has also started dipping her toes into resin art and makes these absolutely adorable shaped resin minders that you can use for your diamond paintings. So she has some themed minders that she's going to be giving away this week. And yes, so a huge thank you to Munimate for offering those. Be sure to check out her shop for not just diamond painting trays and accessories, but she also crochets, makes these adorable hair scrunchies. I think she has some Halloween and fall themed ones right now, and lots of other fun handcrafted goods as well. So be sure to check her out. And then finally, perfect for this week's video, the third prize that I have to give away this week is a gift card for Jaded Gem Shop. Jaded Gem Shop has donated a $65 gift card for this week's giveaway. So you guys, I am super, super grateful that Jade has offered this gift card for me to give away this week, and thought this was perfect for me to get to share with you all one of the amazing things that she has to offer, and also give one of you a chance to get to take advantage. So there's gonna be 3 individual winners for each of the 3 prizes this week. One will get the DPU Sparklers gift card, one will get the Muni Minders, and one will get the Jaded Gem Shop gift card. So I'm sure you're wondering, how do I enter? So the way that you can enter for the weekly giveaway this week, there are 2 specific steps. So first, I need you to fill out the weekly giveaway form in the description box. Now, if you filled out that weekly giveaway form already for either weeks 1 or 2 of Drills and Chills, you don't have to fill it out again. You only have to fill it out one time for the whole course of the event. This is different from the grand prize entry form. Those are 2 different forms. They'll be labeled as such below. I try to make that super, super clear. But for the weekly prize giveaways, I just collect things like your YouTube name and your mailing address. There's also an option for if you live outside of the United States, you can indicate if you'd be willing to potentially pay additional shipping to be eligible for any US only prizes, which I believe this week the only US only prize would be the Muni Minders. But for example, if you live outside of the US and you're willing to pay the difference in shipping, then you can mark as such on that weekly giveaway form and you'll be eligible for those prizes as well. And I'll get in touch with you and we can work out like the exact details of that. But so step 1, please fill out that form. Step 2, I would love for you to tell me who your favorite villain is in any particular franchise. It could be Disney or Marvel. It could be something that's not Disney or Marvel. I'm like blanking on other potential like villain franchises. Your favorite book or movie, like if you have a favorite villain. And if you just generally don't have a favorite villain, you can also say that as well. But like, this just feels very in the theme of like Halloween to be like, ooh, like the Disney villains, that's like a whole thing. So anyway, do those 2 things for me, please. And this giveaway, entries for this will close on, let's see, that's gonna be Tuesday, September 27th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. I will draw the winners and announce them in the week 4 video of Drills and Chills on Thursday, September 29th. So, best of luck to everyone that's entering. And once again, a huge, seriously a huge thank you to our sponsors. I really, really, really appreciate your generosity and your support. So let me recap a few things and give you just a little bit more info about Jaded Gem Shop. So they offer a variety of prepackaged licensed diamond painting kits and are adding new options regularly. You have the option of choosing from a variety of different sizes in those prepackaged kits, which is basically anything not a cross-stitch conversion. You could choose from a variety of different sizes. You can choose between round and square drills. And you can choose, like sometimes she has like the full artwork and sometimes she has like crops of the artwork. So for example, like this would be the full image of the artwork, but a crop might be like, maybe we just do the top half of it. So she has such a high level of customization available in her shop, which I think is amazing. I highly recommend that you double check in the descriptions for any of these different listings, whether it's for a cross-stitch conversion or for a prepackaged kit. Take a look at what the turnaround time is, because she is a small business that literally just runs out of her home. It's just her. And like her kit up service, she's just doing herself, that sort of thing. But cross-stitch conversions in general, tend to have a little bit shorter turnaround time. I think she said it's around 3 to 6 weeks, but it also depends a little bit on how busy she is. She's anticipating that here in the very near future that time is going to be shorter and be more in that 3 to 6 week window, but sometimes it can be longer. I think it's worth it because you're getting a really, really high quality product. If you add on a kit up service, like if you want her to kit up your diamonds into storage containers, as opposed to just sending you like the heat sealed bags that you would get with a regular kit, that is going to add a couple of weeks to turnaround time because that does take your time to kit up, particularly if your kit is like mine and has more than 50 colors. I'm sorry. Like this one has like 80 something colors, I believe. If your kit has less than 50 colors, your cross stitch conversion has less than 50 colors in it, that she can kit up a little bit more quickly, she said. Prices, she said, may also be dropping soon, just depending on the volume of orders that she's taking in. So stay tuned for that as well. She also occasionally runs discount codes, so that's something to stay tuned for as well. But yeah, just a reminder that it doesn't have to be one of these panels from Creatively Stitching. She can do cross-stitch conversions where she gets the canvas for you in whatever size you need and gets the diamonds for you and does all the work for you, where she is figuring out how many of each color that you need in diamonds, as long as the cross-stitch chart that you're purchasing is not only licensed but has the stitch count available. If you're not sure, Jaded Gem Shop has incredible customer service. She's very, very helpful. She's very, very nice. You can contact her and ask questions. I am sure that she would be more than happy to help you. So, yeah, you guys, I am stoked to have this in. Loki is one of my favorite villains and generally just one of my favorite Marvel, like my MCU and Disney characters in general. So when I saw that Creatively Stitching had added this as a cross stitch pattern, I immediately was like, I'm getting this, and I really want to try out this like really, really easy setup that Jade has specifically for these panels that just makes it so simple and just very, very easy. It did all the work for me to order this. So you guys, like I said, I'm going to link below to the playlist for my cross-stitch conversion project, where if you want to hear me try to explain a little bit more about what it looks like to work on one of these and see me actually working on cross-stitch conversion projects that I've done in the past, take a look at that. This is not everyone's cup of tea, but for some of you, you might be like, oh my gosh, it's a whole new world. And I'm not going to sing that because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. So, but since we seem to be in that theme. Anyway, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me for week 3 of Drills and Chills. I am having an absolute blast. Don't forget to continue sharing your projects and progress on both Instagram. You can use the hashtag Drills and Chills 2022. And we have our Facebook group for Drills and Chills and the Festival of Witches 2022 that you can share progress in as well. Let me know if you have any questions. You can either email me or leave a comment on this video. Email is the most reliable way to get in touch with me because YouTube has been eating comments lately and I don't appreciate it. I feel actually really bad for you guys because I feel like it's deleting comments and you guys are thinking that I'm deleting your comment and then you did something wrong. And I'm like, no, it's YouTube. Like YouTube is being silly lately. So email is the best way to get in touch with me if you have a really specific question and want to make sure that I see it. So anyway, you guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Please don't forget to subscribe so that you can stay all up to date with all things Drills and Chills this year. There's a subscribe button just down here on the bottom corner. And if you're having trouble finding the description box, which seems to be happening often lately, if you're looking on desktop, just below the title, and I think the number of views over here on the left-hand side, there will be like the word more that you can click on. If you're on mobile or in like the app, I think that there's a little downward pointing arrow over here on the right side. So let me know if you have trouble. Okay, I think that covers everything. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your week. Happy Drills and Chills-ing, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.